الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن دعا بدعوته واستنى بسنته وسار على نهجه إلى يوم الدين. وبعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. As usual, in Ramadan, after every Sunday prayer, together we try as much as possible to really remind ourselves of some lessons, some verses of the Word of Quran, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes before we inshallah, though we weren't able to comment yesterday, but inshallah, Allah permits, we're able to inshallah start today. So inshallah, what we'll quickly remind ourselves on is verse 183 of Suratul-Al-Baqarah, same verse that inshallah we had on during the Jum'ah service yesterday. So in that lovely verse, Allah the Exalted saying, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. So Allah تبارك وتعالى saying, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام. The fasting is made obligatory upon you. That is, Allah Ta'ala have made fasting of the month of Ramadan compulsory on all of us. And then He also reminded us in that verse that fasting being compulsory upon us is not something that began with the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but rather right from the time of Prophet Adam alayhi salatu wasallam. That is messengers of Allah. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala prescribed fasting upon them, because He said, كتب عليكم الصيام, fasting has been made obligatory upon you, كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم, the way it has been made obligatory upon the ummah or the generations before you. And then we can see from even the practice of those who try to connect themselves to one prophet or the other, talking about fasting, in their own, faith as well. We meet the Christians, they discuss fasting. We meet the Jews, they talk about fasting. And Allah Ta'ala in various verses spoke about other prophets where He connected those things. So then take for instance, like we mentioned yesterday in the khutbah, Allah Ta'ala was talking about Prophet Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, when Prophet Isa was responding to his people, that Allah Ta'ala, He said to his people, Inni Abdullah, I'm a servant of Allah Ta'ala, Atani al-Kitaba, He gave me the book, وَجَعَلَنِي نَبِيًّا, and He made me a prophet, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ. Prophet Isa said to his people that Allah made him blessed wherever he may be, and he said, وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. So generally, if we look here, Prophet Isa was talking about Allah mandating him to observe salah, to observe zakah. So if you look at the pillars of Islam, so usually, virtually all messengers of Allah are Muslims. And that is why the basic things, or there is something they are all, common in. All of them observe salah. The pattern may be a bit different. All of them give zakah. The pattern of the zakah may be different. All of them observe fasting. The pattern may be different. All of them perform pilgrimage. The pattern may be different, but the ultimate thing is that they all perform those things. Like in a verse of the Quran, Allah is talking about Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam regarding to Hajj. He said, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا. Allah Ta'ala told Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam that he should make proclamation, make announcement to the people, for what? وَأَذِّنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ, for them to what? For Hajj. Even the building or the construction of Kaaba, Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ and his son Prophet Ismail had in it. So, but the most important point I want to draw our attention to in this verse is what? Why did Allah Ta'ala ask us to fast? Why did He impose it on us? Is it because He wants to suffer us? Is it because He wants to put burden upon us? Kalla. That is not so. But rather, as we've been saying to ourselves, whatever Allah asks us to do, the reason for asking us to do those things are for our own good, are for our own benefit. It's to make life good for you. It's to make life easy for you. Oh, you come, you observe Salah. You did not come to give Allah anything. You came to help yourself. من عمل صالحا فلنفسه ومن أساء فعليها. Whoever does good, he does it for who? For himself. Woman asa. Whoever does bad, who suffers it? He's the one who suffers it. Like today, you discover that some things you refuse to do as ibadah, you will be asked to do by your fellow human being just because you want to live well. As you observe your salah, yes, you are serving Allah, but you are also exercising yourself, exercising your body. There are a lot of health benefit to you. What you refuse to do here, like the salah, how many minutes did it take us? 10 minutes? What you refuse to do here in 10 minutes, somebody will ask you to what? To do exercise. You will maybe be running or jogging from maybe computer village maybe to Maryland. Why? Because you want to what? Be healthy. You want to survive. So there is one thing Allah did with us. He created us. So He designed a life for us to live that we will enjoy in this world. That is, we will enjoy where? Here. Then you will now have a better life in the hereafter. So some things you do, they are things to give you good health. They are things to give you, to make you good, both psychologically and physically, spiritually and whatever. Because you need that state to enjoy your world. But at a period like fasting, one of it has been unanimously agreed medically that fasting makes you what? Healthy. It makes your life better. But when Allah asks you to observe fasting, He did not tell you it will make you live what? Healthy. He told you so that you may be what? Righteous. At-taqwa. Somebody will say to fear God, right? Fearing God from Islamic perspective, from Islamic definition, what it means is not that they mention Allah and you melt or you faint. What fear of Allah means, or taqwa means, or righteousness means, it means what? Living your life according to the commandment of Allah. That's all. And when you live your life according to the commandments of Allah, what you achieve from that is having a good life. It's having a good life. So ultimately, the lessons of Ramadan is what? Making you more upright, making you more God conscious, making you a better person. Fasting taught you to do the right thing, not because you are afraid of the people, but because you know Allah who made you is watching you. He's documenting whatever you do. If not, if it is for the people, you can take your sahur. Maybe later on, if you are thirsty or hungry, you hide in the room, drink your water and come out and you tell people you are fasting, and nobody will refuse. Nobody will refuse. But the fasting taught you what? To be conscious of Allah. at all times, in open and in secret. It taught you doing the right thing, not for the sake of anything, but rather for the sake of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So, in summary, my advice to myself and the rest of us is that for us to have the maximum benefit of the fasting of the month of Ramadan is for us to draw ourselves closer to Allah. And for you to achieve that, then you need to what? Get closer to your Quran. And closer to your Quran in the sense that you learn to read it, try to understand the meaning, and try to ponder over the meaning. Let it be your lifestyle. As Imams usually remind us, today all of us are complaining. Yes, we can't solve our problem because most of us don't know the root of our problem. The moment any society begins to deviate from the path of Allah, that society will never have peace. The mistake most of us make is this. Sometimes, some of us think some countries are there who don't obey Allah and life is what? Good for them. It's not true. You will not know anyone's situation until you go close to him. Some of us, why we think some are enjoying, some are better is what? Yes, they have good roads. Yes, no light. Light what? Doesn't go. Yes, they can sleep in AC. Yes, they can go to school. Yes, you can come to somebody's house. Yes, ask him for 1 million, he can throw it down for you as if nothing. That person tomorrow can still go and commit suicide. They say the rich also cry. Yes, some places, some of us who are not there, you think everything is what? Perfect. Well, I don't know what the statistics is now, but there is a time that US have the highest crime rate what? In the whole world. Yes, there is a time, I don't know what the statistics is currently. Oh, you have places where you think everything is fine. Maybe you go there, they have what? High rate of what? Suicide. Because there is one thing about this life. The food, the light, the AC, the other things, they are meant to take care of what? Your physical body. Your spiritual part needs something else. So inshallah, I think I will talk a bit more in depth about the two areas. That is what your physical body needs and what your what? Your spirit needs. As a person, you are divided into two. Your physical part and your what? Spiritual part. And the real you is your spiritual part, not the physical part. But most of us are more concerned about the physical part than what? The spiritual part. Allah Ta'ala endow us with taqwa, inshallah. Due to short of time, this is where we will end our talk today. Tomorrow, inshallah, we continue from here. Allah Ta'ala accept our fasting and then accept the rest of our acts of ibadah, and may He put us, inshallah, among those who will, be blessed with Jannah, inshallah, as a result of this fasting. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.